Yo, what up, my cheese army? How y'all doing? So, Why Him stars Bryan Cranston and James Franco, and it's a comedy about Bryan Cranston's daughters dating this billionaire internet sensation James Franco, and you know, there's the awkward ass comedy of pretty much James Franco wants to propose to Bryan Cranston's daughter, but wants to get his blessing, and then he's trying to prove himself or why he's worthy of his daughter. And this movie honestly kind of surprised me a lot. Now, I'm not gonna say this movie is completely awesome and perfect. It does have flaws, but the positives are James Franco and Bryan Cranston bring it. First of all, they're comedy gold in this movie. They really knew what we liked. Though at times it was just like, okay, we get it, the fart jokes and the poop jokes, we get that shit. But they do something interesting with them where I'm like, okay, fine, I let that slide. That made me laugh in the theater. There was a lot of things where I was just like, it's so stupid, but you know what, James Franco brought it. Really actually commits to whatever the fuck he wants to do. He knows his shit. Whether he's going to be in a comedy, he does his comedic acts, but if he's serious, he is serious. And that's the great thing about James Franco, man. That guy is funny. I saw him in an interview, laughed my ass off. And Cranston, though apparently he's a comedic actor, his facial expressions in this movie actually brought it. Really, every time he had that weird facial expression, you really laughed along with it. You're like, yeah, that's what you be feeling right now, and it's amazing. All the other characters, like the sister's brother, which is also kind of funny too. Weird enough, I actually thought he would be the weakest link. He wasn't. And the guy from Key and Peele, Keegan-Michael Key, did a really great job in pretty much any movie that I saw so far. He really brings it, and in this movie, no exception. The guy was hilarious. He's over the top and stupid, but it was really funny. And this humor isn't conventional. It wasn't just like, yo, we're just gonna throw this shit out here and it just literally makes sense or no sense to the movie. It actually flows along with the movie and the plot line, and the comedy stays with that plot, and it's just great to see a comedy actually doing that. Now, there are flaws, like, for example, the pacing. There's some situations where, like, there are things where the characters have conflict or certain story elements where it's like, alright, you really, okay, fine, but you gotta cut that off because it doesn't even flow, or it just is redundant, and really just take it out and really the movie would be fine. Other things is sometimes the comedy jokes just don't land. Really, they have different characters for different aspects. So if a person really likes this type of joke, there's going to be a character that performs that type of joke, and it goes on with other characters. Though I laughed at most of the characters, sometimes the jokes didn't land. Of course, every comedy is going to be like, yeah. Sometimes I really laugh my ass off, it's just crazy, and sometimes I'm like, it's fun to look at, but alright, I get it, dick and balls, whatever, fuck, okay? Point is, I actually like Why Him. It's a simple premise, and really, you expect it to go a certain way, and that, I think, is where it falters. If it did something better, or it did something different, it really would have been like, yes, I understand, but it was a predictable kind of fiance guy who's trying to marry his daughter, it's kind of a deal, that type of deal. It really doesn't really make something like, holy shit, this is the best movie in the world. But if it made me laugh, that's all that matters. And again, like I gave for Sing, it's a 3.5 out of 5. It isn't a revolutionary movie, but it's still a worth watch. It really didn't bring anything to the table, but I enjoyed the fuck out of it. And that was the point of the movie, and it sold it. So, did you watch Why Him? What do you think about James Franco, Bryan Cranston, whoever the fuck you saw in this movie? Comment down below, like this video, share this shit toward the globe, bring the cheese army, subscribe to the cheese army. Let's keep this growing, and till next time.